Hey, and welcome back to Dog Talk, proudly brought to you by Enduro, high-energy food for working dogs of real kangaroo meat. I'm Laura McKillop, and today we're diving into one of the biggest events on the cattle dog calendar, the Australian Cattle Dog Championships, happening the 16th to the 20th of July in Casino, New South Wales. With over $26,000 in prize money, a brand new undercover facility, a state of origin showdown, and with more buckle bling than a rodeo final, it's shaping up to be a great week to remember. We've got two of the organisers here with us today, Ben Gould and Jessica Gall, to talk us through the backstory, what's new this year, and just how far this little trial that could has come in such a short time. From memorial runs to dress-up comps, there's plenty happening behind the scenes, and we're getting the inside scoop. Ben, Jess, how are you guys?
Good,
thank you.
Good, thank you.
That's the way. We'll jump right in. For anyone tuning in who might not know much about this event, can you give us a bit of an overview of the Australian Cattle Dog Championships, how it kicked off, and what it's like these days?
Here we go. Well, the Australian Championships is held every year run in conjunction with the state of origin. New South Wales get it 1 year, then Queensland get it the following year, and they go back and forth. So it's had a long history. I've been running for a fair while, but you've got to apply to put in for it. And then they go through a selection criteria, and then if you're lucky enough to get it, then you're under the pump.
Beautiful. And you guys have obviously been the lucky ones this year.
Yeah.
So the casino trials come a long way in a pretty short time. What's helped it grow so quickly?
Our team, I would say. Yeah, we've got a pretty small committee. Probably started out bigger than what it is now, but over the years it's sort of dwindled down to just a few of us that we have a very good rapport. And we've all got our own jobs and that we're responsible for taking care of, and it seems to flow on. And then we've got a fantastic group of helpers on the ground for the trial as well.
Yeah.
They're the boys that work in the yards and people running back and forth, make sure everyone's fed and watered and all that sort of thing. Like, it just runs really smoothly. We've got a really, really good team behind us. So, yeah.
And without that team, nothing happens. Like, as we all know, it's running trial. Detrimental to
and
it.
The sponsors,
and
I
sponsors
guess. We've had amazing sponsors since like the work Ben's done getting these sponsors, and they've stayed on with us each year. Has just been, they've been amazing.
Yeah. That's cool. We'll get into the sponsors in a little bit. This year you've got a $26,000 prize pool. Like, that's huge. Was that always the vision, or has that just happened over time?
I think the vision originally, we wanted to be a really good trial, and it just grew really. And that we had pretty good prize money that year. And then from there, I think the professionalism, especially from Jess's point of view, like with the scoring and everything's live scoring. Like a lot of trials, you're sort of wondering what your score is, where you're at, and then so even that sort of thing, we seem to be a lot more up to date and moving in a positive direction.
No, beautiful. The Open event is held in memory of John Gould. For people who might not have known him, can you tell us a bit about John and why this event is named in his honour?
Yeah, well, it was sort of weird how it all happened. When we first started in 2021, Dad had just passed, so it was a bit fresh in my mind. And I just thought, well, we could just do something in his memory. It was pretty fresh with me, so I wouldn't call him a dog man sort of thing, but he always had dogs, and I just felt it was right at the time, and we just sort of kept it going, and it's been a pretty cool thing. Like, a lot of his friends have come out just to watch because it's in his name as well. So people that haven't been dog people, so it's just been a positive thing from the start, really.
And I'm assuming your dad was quite a name in the casino area, so it's sort of close to home as well within the community.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like the farm we're on now, I'm 5th generation here. So it sort of shows with a lot of our sponsors. Like, I think that's why they're so generous as well, because he's been a good friend or a good client through that. So I think that's been very, very positive as well.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's $11,000 in a buckle up for grabs for that one. What kind of competition can we expect in the Open this year?
Yeah, well, the best.
The best, hopefully. Usually, being the Australian, even without the prize money, being the Australian, we get, the best trialists from Queensland, New South Wales. We're blessed from the point that we're kind of centrally located for the Southerners as well. So, down south, I guess cattle dog trialing is not as popular as what it is up here, but it's gaining momentum. So it's sort of nice and central for people to come up from down south as well, which we do get a few fellas from down south. So we're expecting more this year. So yeah, hopefully it'll be hotly contested. So yeah.
Well, where you guys are there, it's pretty quick and easy for someone to come straight up the highway from Victoria even too. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
And as far as we know, I don't think there's been any other trial put up 11 grand cash for first place.
Yeah,
I think
not that I'm.
Yeah, Tamworth about 5 or 6 years ago, I think they were 10 grand. So our goal was a bit of a marketing ploy, a bit of, we wanted to be the most, the biggest prize purse.
Yeah.
So we tossed up, well, it was my idea to toss up to go $10,001. Just for a bit of a marketing ploy, but Tennille and Jess were like, I think we just go an extra $1,000.
We thought I was a bit cheeky.
Looks better on marketing, even numbers too.
Yes.
Yeah. So, anyway,
can we get a quick run through? What was that? Sorry.
Hopefully it can keep growing from here too. Yeah.
Definitely, especially with your sponsors you've got on board. Can we get a quick run through of what's on offer across the week? I know you've got novice, maiden, sire shootout, and of course state of origin. How's that all planning to run?
We're going to start on the Wednesday afternoon at about 1. We'll start with the rounds, and then we're planning to get through, keep going, get through once we've got an idea of how quickly everything will run. We'll keep going through probably Thursday night, Friday night, and then on Saturday afternoon, we'll pull up the rounds and start the sire shootout. And we'll have our sponsors happy hour along with that as well. And then once that is all done, we'll kick off into the state of origin, which everyone's very excited about. Dress up competition. Yeah, lots of good atmosphere. Hopefully, we should have fairly good crowd there going off last year. So that's pretty exciting. And then we'll do the finals for the Open, Maiden, and Novice on the Sunday, and that'll all be live streamed.
Beautiful. Yep. Who have you got to do that? I remember seeing your post on Facebook.
We've got a couple of leads, and we're just got to finalise who we can go with. We had a couple of dead ends on a few fellas that were given to us, and then we've got a couple of other leads we're sort of chasing up. So the main aim is to get the sire shootout final, state of origin, and the Sunday's finals all live streamed. The budget. If we can stretch the budget, we'll try and do the whole day Saturday. So we're just going to see how we go budget-wise.
Yep, no, that's fair enough. Still plenty of time to organise all that. Do you want to tell us about the sire shootout? And I believe there's a unique prize for first place.
Yeah, well, the sire shootout is sponsored by Northern Rivers Vet Service. And they come on board last year, want to come on as a naming rights sponsor of some sort. And we already had our main naming rights sponsors that have been with us from the start. So we wanted to stay loyal with them. So we created the sire shootout, which sort of fell hand in hand with the vet service there. They do a lot of repo work. So they come up with the idea that they'll sponsor us some money, but also a free collection of a male of your choice. So it doesn't have to be the male you win with on that day. It can be a male, like you might have won with a male that you would have rather collected the other one. So it's a free collection and storage.
That's beautiful. Awesome.
Yeah, so it's pretty unique and pretty cool because a lot of people and myself has done it like, well, I should have milked this dog or I should have milked this dog and just never got around to it. Whereas, here's an opportunity to have it for free and sort of force your hand to get it done.
Yeah, beautiful. Now I've got to ask about this one. The state of origin, is that just about the dogs or the handlers getting competitive too? Like, how does that work for someone that isn't a cattle dog trial, that doesn't know how it works?
So basically, throughout the year, all the trials run throughout the year. It's the top 5 scoring dogs, so like accumulate points at each trial, and then they go into the state of origin, and then the highest scoring dog in the open that's not already selected for the state of origin in the open that weekend gets the wildcard entry. So each state has 6 dogs and handlers, and then they battle it out. And then, yes, it does get very competitive.
It's definitely the pinnacle, because like at all the trialing I've done, it's always the most nervous I get going into a state of origin, because it's generally dead quiet. Like absolutely crowd. There's more people. There's more than double the people there than you normally would have. But it's once you start, they do your little spiel as you go in, and then it's just like dead quiet until you shut the gate at the end. And then if you're from New South Wales, you hear "Go New South Wales," or vice versa. If it's Queensland, the crowd get right into it, and all of a sudden it's gone from dead quiet to just everyone yelling and screaming, and then the next fella goes in, it's gone dead quiet again. So it's definitely the pinnacle of the cattle dog trialing world, I feel. It's just and crowds. We normally don't get big crowds at dog trials, but for the state of origin, wherever you are, it always seems to draw a crowd.
And it's a team event,
beautiful.
so like it's with your teammate, so you don't want to let your team down either. So it's
go from being an individual sport to a team sport, a bit different for the guts, and getting a bit nervous. I can imagine.
Yeah.
I've heard there's a bit of a dress up element this year. What's going on there? How's that going to how's that going to work?
Well, we just wanted to make it fun. Previous years we've had a bit of fun with it, and a few people have dressed up with their caravans and done their caravans up a little bit. The Moxons are renowned for it in Queensland, and we've done it in the past, but we've lost that a little bit over the last few years. So we really want to just make it fun for everyone, So even the spectators that don't understand dog trialing or anything like that, we still actually want them to dress up in their colours of state, whoever they want to barrack for, and from wigs, face paint, anything that they want to do. We're going to have just a couple of fun prizes for best dressed and best caravan or something like that. So just to have a bit more fun with it. I'm looking forward to that part.
Yeah, definitely a bit of camaraderie and everything in that. So it'll be cool. Obviously, events like these, as you mentioned before, take a team to pull it all off. Do you want to tell me about some of the people behind the scenes and major sponsors making it all happen?
So the naming rights sponsor for the whole event is Richmond Valley Council, and they've been great. They've supplied us with the venue that we get to use, a lot of the facilities that we get to use. They've been absolutely great and supportive towards us. The major sponsor for the open event is Casino Engineering, and they've been with us from the start and been great. The RSM Club have come on this year, the Casino RSM Club, so they're sponsoring the novice event. Then Casino Vet Clinic, who have been with us right from the start, also sponsoring the maiden. Northern Rivers Vet Service, they're doing the size shootout, so they're the ones that jumped on last year, and we created the event for them. And another new sponsor that's come on in a big way is Foresight, and they're sponsoring the state of origin. And just to be able to say a bit more about Foresight, what they do.
Yeah, so Foresight, Interpath is the company that make the joint supplement Foresight, which is very commonly used throughout the horse industry, in like Western, English, across the board, racing. And it's gaining popularity among dog people as well. A lot of pet people use the product, but it would benefit working dogs greatly. So they were very keen to come on board and sort of come to the trial and talk to people and see if people want to try using the product and hopefully filter it out into our industry that way. So
they're also going to have a stand there over the weekend.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, I think
yeah, beautiful. So from there, let's talk about this new undercover facility. Like, it looks unreal from what we saw last year for the New South Wales State Championship. What's it been like moving into that space, and has it changed the way you run the event?
It kind of has and hasn't. It's a great venue, like just all weather. venue. It's a great seating area. We can have seating on both sides, but we decided to keep one side blocked off from the public and really pull everyone over on one side and fill the area. Because we run in conjunction with the Heritage Weekend there with the heavy horses, the vintage cars and tractors. Like I think they had about 5,000 people through the gate last year on the Saturday and Sunday. So those grandstands were full most of the weekend. So yeah, it's just a great facility to have all that. So all weather, doesn't matter if it's wet, hot, they've got some shade or get out of the weather. So it's been perfect for that, perfect conditions.
Yeah, all weather sounds great.
Yeah,
especially at the moment.
What's the feedback been from people last year that were competing in that?
All positive. Like even Summer Dog Trialing's biggest critics had a blast, and everyone has commented on how good the event was and can't wait to come back. And yeah, lots of questions about how we run things so people can take it to the trials that they run and implement some of the things that we've brought in, just trying to modernize the sport a little bit. It's all the feedback has been good. I don't think there's been anything really negative that we've heard anyway. If there is, we'd love to hear. It's been overwhelmingly positive. It's
good.
Actually really nice. Yeah.
It's a good size area. Like it's not being under a roof. Like sometimes it can be a bit confined, but it's a really big area. So we're lucky last year with a few teething issues and just the normal basic stuff, but it ran really well. And having the lights there, we could start early or finish later if need be, and especially to be able to run. Last year was the Sire Shootout at night time, and this year will be the State of Origin. It's comfortable, it's well lit, and and even having a bit of a band after, a bit of music, so it's going to be good fun.
Yeah, good social event too.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes.
Yeah. Other than all that, is there anything you're mostly excited for this year?
State of Origin.
Yeah, definitely the State of Origin, the hype, and I feel we're going to have a big crowd. Yeah. It's going to be a big crowd of dog people, non-dog people. We're going to have a bar. We're going to have some music. We're going to have our sponsors there. I think it's just going to be a great night and a good way to showcase our dogs, sort of thing, to general dog people and people that aren't interested at all, that are just want to, especially since the ABC dog show came out. Master Dog. There's so many people that are just interested in seeing dogs now.
Yeah, it's really, really good. Yeah.
And I guess for someone like that who's never been to a cattle dog trial, why should they put the 16th and 20th of July in their calendar?
It's just going to be a lot of fun.
I think to see the best of the best, to be able to drive, if they're only in Lismore, to come to Casino, or even people from the Gold Coast, or it's well worth the drive down the highway and to be able to see the best of the best, without having to drive to central New South Wales or central Queensland, a long way to see it all, and under one of the best facilities you'll find.
Definitely. So I guess it's sort of one of those things, you're coming a pretty, not city place, but something a bit more central for a lot of people, just off the highway, and you're seeing the best of the best in the country, I guess. So
yeah,
it's definitely one to put in the calendar. Is there anything else you guys would like to add about the event?
I don't know. I think it's just, the main part is, I think it's going to be just a fun event for everyone to come and see, and good competition. To be able to see everyone making the effort to come this way, I think we'll draw a few more people that wouldn't normally come as well, because of the prize money that we've got up. So so it adds a bit of pressure on us to make sure we've got the right amount of cattle and things. So, but I think it's going to be
even last year, we were kind of overwhelmed and surprised just with the amount of people that turned up, on the Friday and the Saturday. It was quite overwhelming. The atmosphere was electric in the arena, in the nighttime events. It was really good. And a lot of those people were not dog people or dog trialers. They were just the general public turning up to have a look, and so many people just pulled up stumps and watched the dog trial, and it was really nice to see.
Because last year we didn't really advertise the pre-days. We mainly advertised the public days for Saturday and Sunday because they get the dogs, plus they get the Heritage Weekend stuff as well. But considering we didn't advertise, we had a pretty well a grandstand full of people on the Friday, which were like, where are these people coming from?
Yeah, it was packed. Like it was, like from one side to the other. It was,
That's awesome. Yeah. Unreal. Well, if that hasn't made you want to pack the dogs and load the ute and head to casino, I don't know what will. You're making me want to change my plans already. A huge thanks to both of you for jumping on the mic today and giving us the rundown of what's shaping up to be one of the best cattle dog events in the country. If anyone wants to know more, follow Casino John Gould Memorial Cattle Dog Trial page on Facebook or check out the flyer posted to the Dog Talk Facebook page. If you're heading to the State of Origin run, don't forget to dress up for your state. Prizes for best dressed are up for grabs, and I hear the judges aren't shy in their opinions.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. And please remember, we learn every day, and the day we stop learning from each other will be a sad one. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See ya.